What?
Words are hard. It's Klid's topside without even backing.
Yeah, living is also hard, Papa Smithy, as QV is going to flash.
Not much pressure in this matchup, unless you have the mini-wave in the awkward spot is mid lane.
Yeah, snare comes down, blooming burst, a lot of damage. Oh, Klid, perfect positioning. Trouble bubble is going to land, but this time the pillar is true. Effort's the one that's using his health bar. There's going to be an Ocean as well, not exactly the most high value, as we're going to see this one more time.
Watching the chase in mid lane. Not able to open up with the trouble bubble earlier because of the shape splitter W being used there. Fly played this as best he could, but with Predator, you're gonna bounce back. That Zoe didn't get the connection topside.
I thought that Khan should have been able to get it there. Almost had the angle as Peanut. He's waiting around. Doesn't have the prison.
Oh, Klid and Faker walking up as well.
Yeah, Control Ward is going to spot the bad news here for Gen G as Juve hook shots. Should be able to get himself out. Another pillar is not going to be enough.
But the moment they reveal themselves walking down, maybe there's actually a way for Peanut to make something happen here as Fly's coming in. They're looking for the pincer.
Yep, he's got a dash cannon. Doesn't land the paddle star as there's another Pop Blossom. Does get one of the stuns onto Peanut. Khan's going to make his way down. Faker's dead already, though. And now the flash forward from Fly. Gets himself the skirmishes, Saber Smite, and Klid will be falling. But Khan's able to take down the Camille off the back end. Peanut taking so long to kill this Trundle as Fly dealing with Khan as best he can. Trouble Bubble is going to be blocked by the riposte, but Fly's not going to get hit as Genji managed to hit level 6. Lands it onto Khan there. He's looking for the riposte cooldown to come. As QV, he's jumped into the mid lane, he's found Faker. Pop Blossom going to be used defensively, lands the double stun, but the flash has to be used immediately.
Ships in the night here, but they're going to meet.
Oh, I don't believe he was spotted out there as Peanut's going to make his way in. Riposte is going to come down. There's the Hextech ultimatum. Klid's going to make it a 1v2, but all of the vitals have been hit, and Khan keeps himself alive so well.
Drake, exactly when you want.
Yep, and these Drakes in the last game, and then Khan could never use his riposte.
A lot of nevers there.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Oh, that's the flash! Hey! QV gets the solo kill! Oh, that was beautifully done. This is the mind game that we were talking about as Klid. He's got the Predator on. QV does have Hextech ultimatum available, but with the subjugation, he should be able to get there, and Klid trying to go.
No cross-mapping here means it's probably just a straight-up win for SKT.
Well, especially when it actually turned into a leash. I mean, QV wasn't in position. Faker taking a lot of damage there from the paddle star over the side. But
maybe even a TP advantage. You're very unlikely to find things. But let's watch the 1v1 here. Because it's so much posturing, right? That's what happens in this matchup. You talked about how it's all about never hookshotting. Watch how the play actually goes, though. Because Khan's down to 300 health. Holds onto the wall. Flashes over. Pick up the kill there. Very nicely done by QV in the 1v1. The last time I remember a Camille holding onto the wall for a long time, do you remember Smeb versus Untara in the Jax versus Camille matchup? It's a different matchup, but still cool to see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, QV was
Gen G, but profited on by SKT. It's after 14 minutes.
Yep, Abyssal Voyage is going to come in just to try and defend this turret, but Ruler is going to be left on his own. He didn't take the Voyage, and this is what happens. Crescendo used with absolutely no gain.
Yeah, but we're waiting for the inevitable moment.
Yep.
Don't want to show anything.
Yep, they're just going to walk for Khan. The riposte does come out eventually as the Grand Challenge comes in.
Ventured, nothing gained. SKT will get a free third Ocean from this. Well, watch the replay. Life opened up and could have actually had Ruler join him. Ruler had other ideas and wanted to perhaps get a ward down. Caught in transition there. Seems like the duo lane on different pages for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it felt like Ruler sort of wanted to go for a SKT bean when it comes to those turrets. As Khan looking for Fly. Grand Challenge once again as Peanut's going to turn up. Doesn't find the ultimate there as the riposte now going to be on cooldown. And now it's going to be whether or not Khan can lunge in time, and he just straight up can't. Has to flash to get himself out of the way. The flash forward from Fly. And the Arctic Assault's going to miss, but it's not enough. Enough sparkles available from Fly as Abyssal Voyage, double teleport, make that a triple as Faker gets himself into the brush behind Gen G.
They're going to rotate through the minion wave, tank it up, get some more, and now Ruler.
Yep, the flash forward. Great double use of the
Crescendo. It was a pretty decisive decision to roll back the same bot lane. You know, they knew the Sona was very likely to come out. You have your issues with Ruler on Sona, and because of the player, I can agree with you. But the theory is, get a free lane as Sona, feel pretty good about it, and you can potentially wield it as a weapon. But you do give up things, right? Lane pressure is something you don't have, whatever the CS numbers show. And it's with the lane pressure and with their early inroads, SKT have gotten forward vision. They've rotated first. They've tried to get catches. Speaking of catches, Cube going to be slowed. This will take a while.
Glacial Augment is one hell of an ability as the rest of SKT are going to turn up. Faker still hunting for more, just the tip. And Faker gets it with the final Blooming Burst. Cool, guys.
Losing mid lane turret would be a disaster. It's bot lane. We've seen this before.
Yep, hookshot comes in. Cuvée gets himself out of the way of it. Out of the way of the pillar for the moment as the Grand Challenge is in and Cuvé's very much dead. I just really loved original Trundle. Got really sad with the rework as Faker, he's going to turn up, gets the flash Pop Blossom, and that's a very dead Sona, meaning SKT in a much better position for this team fight. But can you even call it that? The bottom lane has been eradicated and Fly.
Confirmation on, the threat wasn't there from Gen G. It's real from SKT.
How hungry Faker is for these victories. Just making the decision that I'm going to kill Ruler right here, and was able to even dodge away from most of what that Crescendo was able to achieve as well. Just stunning stuff from the SKT mid lane. Given a lot of respect from Ruler because he just doesn't have very much of a health bar as SKT just brute force their way forward. Pop Blossom is once again available. Shape Splitter needs to be respected as well. Crescendo is going to be used, but nothing gained. Great two-man ultimate coming in from Effort there as well as Trouble Bubble lands onto Clid, but Peanut finds the one gap in the SKT army to put the Glacial Prison, and that could be all she wrote. As you can see, SKT, they're still able to get poke in. They've got a minion wave prepared on the top side of the map. Fly down to half health now. Peanut does have a health bar to work with, and SKT is starting to go lower as Faker. No flash this time around and no Pop Blossom now as Cuvée thinks that it's time to go in, but I don't think it is. Blooming Burst is going to come down. Life is going to sacrifice himself for the good of Cuvée, but is it the good of the team is the question. SKT find the one pick, and now they're back onto Nexus turrets once again. Effort goes into his stopwatch. You've got second Nexus turret now under fire. Still a lot of members left of Gen G, but SKT are done with this game, and they want to take down the Nexus and seal their 6th 2-0 in a row. They just want to kill this Nexus. Can they actually do it? Clid's there, two-man Crescendo. Not enough. SKT 2-0.
Sub 30 minutes, SKT able to close out game 2. They rolled back the Ezreal Braum, but they did it oh so much cleaner, oh so much better. Shout out to the team that thought that with some adjustments they could make what is a free farm lane for Sona a non-factor, and their map control was a delight to watch this game. So often they were trading up, diving in at turrets to kill Cuvée, knowing that Gen G had no threat around the Baron, and when SKT decided they wanted Baron, things were theirs. So for game number 2 especially, SKT had the measure of their opponents. They need to pip them at the post in game 1. That one was stealing the lunch money. Turns out they got a raise for game number 2 and didn't need any extra lunch money to eat out on Gen G's dime.
Yeah, that was it's a little bit of a rough one because if you have a game like game 1 where Gen G were winning until they lost, to steal a famous quote from our friend Skara, it's just so hard to turn it around mentally because you know there's